Or Mnyama Ngenkani. It's match day 7. The finish line is just ahead of us. He is getting minutes, but the looks of it, quick look down the pitch. The formation did have the wrong player then. He is unfortunately missing out on injury. Well, for Orlando Pirates, Mandla Kochi 4-4-2 to Mashwaswai. It's Tapelo Mukomela. Drives forward, looks for Sundowns. It's interesting that, keeper Sitole is losing out in concentration there.
With 3 points.
3 points.
And you are certain that you are playing against Cape Town City. We'll be watching this game very closely.
It's with Butopela. Bafana Butopela to the wing where James Munyai is. That's Fiso Lutuli. Attack there. Mandla Kochi on his knees. He thought. Truly, truth be told, this season a struggle for the form which we saw him last season. Sitole is upended there with the Sebukeng-born player. The bulk of the goals. From distance, looks to make some end. Does Lutuli, falls to Puda. Looks for Munyani, who was on the stretch. Sundowns warning bells coming off. Lutuli looking to make a nuisance of himself. Does get a chance to cross, but the angle was always going to be up against him too. Just no Cassius Malula. No Percy down like he has gone by. Lutuli. Offense Mashiane left in wonder of that. And instead, the possession back to Azola Chobeni. Slips and being put under pressure by his opposite number, Nyanga. Big block from Tyson. That's why he's in the side.
The full back of Mamelodi Sundowns, that is Tabelo Mukomela.
That's Munyani. Oh, look for the selfish option for the near post, but Ken Paikis was aware of that. Mistake allows Butopela chance to load the ball in the box. Butopela against Mukomela. It's Lutuli. Sfiso Lutuli. Great interception from Offense Mashian. How many chances?
Much of the ball with his teammate Radiopane, when even when he's open.
Oh, past there. It's Buda. Siawanga Buda. Another late and timely interception from the Sundowns.
I think maybe he hasn't tuned his head in that he has a teammate he can share the ball with.
Good pass to Matli. And then Tato Matli produces something to get the bench on their feet. Ball allowed to bounce in the box. It's Ndaba. Nyanga on the rebound. Eugene Mdluli says it was fair play. The 2 targets for meant to deliver Tato Matli. Pirates don't have much of a aerial threat, and it is La Liga. Offense Mashiane, who rises, doesn't have to do much to get up high, mind you. You'd hope that man on the ball, Musa Wenkosi Mdluli, with a step up. Nyanga is a busy player, does a fake play, good touch. First touch, that is, from Stabi Sondaba to con the defense in, thinking that he's going to go one way, and then quickly took it to.
And Cape Town City was playing with the false number 9 yesterday.
Yeah.
Ukaka, brother.
Shot from distance. Question coming in, since we have a false 9, now we start as he makes his way into the passage here. A snapshot from Matli. But Sundowns have settled matters now. It's almost now evened itself out, and a bit of a lull. James Munyai was at the front of the man with the box of matches and setting the Sundowns defense alight, and Keegan Mitchell almost lit up Lucas Muripe Masterpiece Stadium. Oh, it's a shot from Mdluli from distance. That was masterful. That masterpiece.
How relevant it is. Must. Classmates who like Askis.
Keegan Mitchell, bikies with a double-fisted punch. Bodies on the floor. Eugene Mdluli relaxes it all. 2 minutes. He was with the slip and then regains the ball. Does the former School of Excellence player. It's with Keegan Mitchell with his first start for Orlando Pirates. Good reverse pass from Mitchell to Chaka Lutuli with the front post run. Good early signs. They're starting the same way they started.
Now finding Radiopane involved in the combination play is good because it's been very silent.
Defensive combination. Sold Munyani down the line. Did the 18-year-old Nyanga. Still at it, Sundowns. It's Ndaba! Side netting.
You should see their fans, their teammates. Well, a good one, man. Mdluli just standing his ground. They're being tackled by Buddha and still wins the ball. But here's the first touch going for goal. And don't blame Ndaba. It was an awkward one. He took a gamble. Had he opened his body, would have lost the ball.
Looks as if he came from an offside position, Mashiani. Nonetheless, we move. Jan Boloi providing something different that Ndaba did. It's Nyanga. Sesane didn't know too much about that. Sitole, though, as a beneficiary.
I can tell you, they've been building up to this offensive. Mashiane being part of that combination with his Pesichem Kiza switching side of play, finding Musam Mdluli who goes wide to Sianda Nyanga by Sesane. I mean, Austin Sitole. What a save.
It's Lutuli. Oh. Angle against him. 3 players in a better position. And again.
Mates, I mean, look at this build-up. A good pass come from Keegan Mitchell. Reading Sfiso Lutuli's run and knowing that he's not offside. He beats the Mkize man. Now he goes.
So they do possess ability. It's just showing it come game day. Headed out by Maholala. Chobeni looks for the 1-2. Neat turn from Radiopane. That's what he does best. Dangerous player when he sniffs a chance. The fierce.
Looking for those goals eventually. Chobeni finds a Radiopane. And
Radiopane. It's Madibite. Matebise rather.
Keegan Mitchell
does possess that wicked left foot that he can change a game with from a set piece. It's a punch from Bikies.
Between Lutuli and Bachis. Well, Bachis was going for the ball and Lutuli got.
James Munyani, he can move and rapidly so. Eating up the grass as Munyani. Radiopane. Oh, puts it back for Munyani. That should be the Canes first, but not. Oh my goodness, how did James 007 Munyani miss there?
Goodness. What needs to happen for Orlando Pirates to score a goal? A goal build-up, Munyani creating it for himself and finding Radiopane, who cuts it back because it's in an awkward angle, but that touch.
Although Pirates overall have had the way better chances and more of them improvised from Maholwala and on the side net. Again, not for the first time. Bench for Sundowns thought that from Makola Mohalala.
He's stress side net. Look at this. Mkize is forced to be in the box now, trying to get those penalties and the handballs. I mean, if it is a side net like that, you'd also think it went in when you're sitting.
Very quick, very explosive. High level of technical ability. A good one too. Musawenko Mdluli, where is he going? Where is this journey taking us? Or is this the end of the road for Sundowns? Mashiane picked the right opponent to jump against Njaka.
All you can say is Orlando Pirates watch.
In the Maritzburg United game as well, they had to come from behind. Finished the game with 10 men. In the meantime, it's Munyane. Bounces in front of Glenn Pikes. And the second time of asking, gathers in a quick release.
I think that's the first set piece that went at goal, eh?
What a player he was in his playing time, but I think still finding his feet as a coach. But is this the chance that changes it all for Mamelodi Sundowns? In the last seconds of the game, they somehow turn the tide. Paris looking to waste time, but in the end, they out of time.
I can tell you, it's all to this man, Sundowns. Never give up attitude. They've thrown in the ball. They've spent a number of times in the final third not getting anything from it. Poor defensive errors coming from the likes of Chobeni and Buddha. And this man says, I will snatch it and I will crack it into the net. There's nothing you can do, Alison Sitole. In the last minute of the game, the Sesanes have already covered the line, but the power behind that ball just gave Mamelodi Sundowns the goal they need. And Glenn Barchis
now becomes the hero for Mamelodi Sundowns. And is it going to get better for them? No, they don't even have time, because, wow, Orlando Pirates are TKO'd in Pretoria after it seemed as if they had all but booked their place in the semi-final of the DDC Rewired. Their players are, I can tell you, are flawed. The whole team on the floor in disbelief. The complete opposite for Mamelodi Sundowns, jubilant.